So I was taking a walk in a village in the hills of Buzău Mountains in Romania. So I was walking and I was like this understanding came to me that there is no going back and no way to fix this current humanity. Like whatever happened with this humanity, and when I say this humanity, I'm not referring necessarily to this humanity from 100 years back or like modern humanity, like 150 years back. I'm referring perhaps even like humanity that started 12,000 years ago, or who knows, maybe even earlier. I don't know. Maybe even humanity that started at the beginning of this 30,000 years ago, or humanity or something. But the idea that it feels like I don't think there is any way to fix or go back or fix this current humanity. I think there will be a jump, and I don't think this is not. It's not my human brain that thinks it. It's just I had a sort of like feeling, which came with an inner realization of this fact. I think the only way of evolution, true evolution, is that there will be like a sort of jump. Some humans will be able to jump, to make a sort of quantum leap from this Homo sapiens that is existing in this form right now to a next form of human being, which we can theorize or talk about or even feel into, because that human being is already, that new type of human being is already available, in my opinion, and we have been, many people, many humans, on this earth have been growing towards evolving to that next type of human being. And it can be felt. But the idea is that if this is correct, if what I have just sensed and felt has any level of validity to it, then I feel and I think that there will be a quantum jump of sorts, in which all this pressure that humans have been enduring in the last, I don't know, even 2,000 years, even back 12,000 years, like there has been a lot of violence, a lot of pressure and stress and cruelty and all sorts of tests, and humanity has been going through so much. And I feel that like what was on my mind today, it was this like kind of like pondering or question, like what if this entire pressure that was applied to this current humanity was a sort of like the last stage of evolution to basically force this current type of Homo sapiens to its next evolutionary stage? What if this stress that humanity was under for the last, 12,000 years or so, and by the way, I don't know why this figure of 12,000 years comes to me, because it might have been less or more than this, but this is the figure that comes to my mind, 12,000 years. So what if the stress and pressure that humanity has been experiencing for the last 12,000 years, let's say, has all been almost like a sort of pressure, and only some human beings would be able to turn that pressure and transmute it in a way so that they can evolve through themselves through that pressure. So what if all this stress, all this disconnection, this separation, this pain and suffering that humanity has been under was almost like a cooking pot of sorts that would yield eventually a new type of human being. What if this was a sort of like evolutionary pressure to force some human beings to evolve past this current stage of humanity? This is what I feel it's happening right now, and I think we are at the last stages of it, and I think that the transition has already started. I think and I feel that some human beings across time, perhaps even starting with 4,000 years back or 5,000 years back, have been doing this quantum jump, and they have been evolving to the next stage of humanity, like to the next stage. It will be, I don't know, another type of human being. Currently the Homo Sapiens, but I don't know where I've heard this mentioning in a book by an author or some, but I don't remember the name of the author, but I remember this author was calling this next type of human being the Homo spiritus or something like this, like a blend, like a living embodied spiritual being in a human body, like basically a living spirit, organic or biological living spirit or something like this. And I feel deeply internally that this is the case. I feel there have been human beings that have been evolving themselves and making this quantum jump towards the next stage of evolution. And it has been going on, if I feel this correctly, maybe since even 5,000 or 6,000 years back, or even maybe more. Since the pressure has started, there have been human beings that have been transmuted and transformed by this pressure, and they have been making this quantum jump, and they are already in their next form, next human form, the Homo spiritus or whatever we could call that. And this is why I'm saying that I don't think there is any fixing or adjusting or making this current humanity healthy in any way. I feel this humanity might have been designed to be dysfunctional, designed to create pain and suffering for itself, just to give the opportunity for some of its individuals to evolve, because it was like, when I'm looking at this current humanity, it feels like a sinking ship. Like there is not anything to save from it, just to get out of that boat and jump out of the boat, basically, into the next boat, into the next type of form or ship, or the next type of human form. And I feel that as we make this jump, the world is changing. Like we are leaving behind the old world in which there was this disconnection, there was suffering, and there was pain and forgetfulness and ignorance. And as we move into the next stage, into the next human form, it's like everything will slowly and gradually start to clarify. Our memories will come back. We will start to be experiencing this interconnectedness, natural interconnectedness and communication of everything, like talking with a tree, or I don't know. It's just this mutual communication between all the things, which I feel this is a natural trait that is found in the next natural world, which will be the world of this Homo spiritus or whatever. And is like, I need to remove the word will be, because it's not something from the future, it's something that is coexisting right now. It's like another plane of existence that is coexisting with this one simultaneously. And some humans, some human souls are jumping from this plane of existence to that plane of existence, and I feel that plane of existence has been even more and more populated by now by the human souls that have been able to make this quantum jump. And I know that I've heard this in some New Age uh, areas where people were discussing that there is a new Earth existing that is existing simultaneously with this one, and some souls are already moving to the new Earth, and you have to have the quote-unquote vibration that needs to match the new Earth. And I feel a natural and innate skepticism to any popular belief, and New Age falls under that category for me, so I've been reticent to anything that came out of the New Age thought. But as I was feeling this right now, it does indeed feel that there is a sort of like already a reality, let's call it a new another type of Earth. It does indeed feel that it exists, and it is existing simultaneously with this one. And yeah, so yeah, I think this was on my mind while I was walking right now, and I was seeing these things, and I felt to record them because it does feel that this is the next step of evolution in the evolution of humanity. Like it's the same quantum jump from the proverbial monkey to the human. As that jump existed between, let's say, a monkey, which then became, let's say, the human being, which I personally I don't believe in that story, but I'm just recounting it as an example. So as we have been learning that there was that quantum jump, that missing link between the monkey and then the Homo sapiens, this is the next quantum jump that is happening right now between this Homo sapiens and the next, let's call it, as I mentioned before, let's just call it for now Homo spiritus, although I feel it needs a better name because it feels much more than this. It feels much more substantial and real than just, it has to have a proper name. And anyway, so yeah, it's like this current Homo sapiens, we are in the transitioning phase where some human souls will be making the jump towards, let's say, Homo spiritus, let's say. And yeah, this is it. We are lively experiencing this freaking transition right now. And this is why the pressure increases so much for some of us. And with each challenge that we encounter, and we learn to transmute the challenges, and we step away from what the Homo sapiens would have reacted, the ways of the Homo sapiens, the ways Homo sapien would have thought of and acted, and that fear-based and survival of the Homo sapiens, which felt innate to the Homo sapiens, like dominance and survival and scarcity of resources and killing and finding food and all this crap in a way. Yeah, we are learning to find new ways of dealing with life, which are far from involving survival and dominance and war and like ignorant war, and ignorant survival and fear-based reactions. And we are moving towards coherence, we are moving towards cohesion, understanding, integration, unity in thought, feeling, and action. And basically, we are drawing a synthesis out of the entire past humanity, and we are only taking with us the essential understanding of that past humanity, while all the past humanity, in my opinion, will soon vanish. Everything that was might soon, more sooner than we might expect, might vanish. And only the essential understanding of that humanity will be taken with us. And I feel this is it. I don't know why. I don't know what date it is when I'm recording this, but it feels like it's so much. It's like a wave which is piercing through reality right now and is carrying the souls towards their next step, pushing them to make this quantum jump. And I feel like it might start to unfold more rapidly, more and more from now on.